We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So PHUN had a rally today and you don't want to miss the home runs I mentioned this morning. So before we jump into everything here with PHUN, we're going to break it all down with 42 Vision on the 30-minute and the 1 day and what's going on here after hours and how this is going to play out based off of short interest data going into next week. Let me share with you guys the home run of the days that were mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if you want to get in on early on these opportunities like yesterday's and today's and the ones we strive for every single day, check out the link down below in the description to join us. We're going to jump right into it here with PHUN. So the home runs of the day were spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you want to get in on early on opportunities like yesterday's and today's home runs, join us over at the Discord. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So this is yesterday's watch list, and every single stock gave jumps of 3 to 5%. But the home run was DWAC, and this is when we first mentioned it, and from yesterday to today it has gone up over 1,000%. I mentioned it yesterday in the 11s and it took off to a highest point of 480%. Now, what were the stocks I was watching today, right? So the stocks I was watching today were DWAC and PHUN. I made a video on it yesterday, as well as I was going to watch Snap, FB, and TWTR, which is Twitter, see how they're moving because they were all doing indirect correlations. Now the two home runs turned out to be DWAC and PHUN. We're going to look at these charts together. So DWAC today, I mentioned it at 77. It started to pick up here with 42 Vision, and you could see the strength there towards the bell and taking off to a highest point of $175, giving a highest point of 150% plus opportunity. Now, the other stock was PHUN. This was the home run of the day here that knocked it out of the ballpark. We continue to hit grand slams like one of the investors commented on yesterday's video. This is what we continue to look for and strive for every single day. I mentioned PHUN as strength started to come up, consolidated, and after the bell, it took off to a highest point of 400% plus, hitting a highest point of $24. And then quickly you can see the transition into weakness based off of 42 Vision, guys. These are things you can all become part of by joining. The link is down below in the description. Join us so that you can become part of a learning and growing community of investors and get in on early on opportunities like these that we strive to look for every single day. We look forward to having you join us. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with PHUN, and we have some data to uncover here in the charts, as well as data when it comes to short interest, days to cover, and how many short available shares are available. This is very important as we see it because it went up really fast, but it went down just as fast and even faster in this consolidation. And this has become a battleground here as we see it. Now, it's another thing too to note that PHUN and DCAW, right? DCAW all turned out to, DWAC turned out to move alike, okay? As it went up and as it went down, they all moved alike. They had some indirect correlations. We talked about that in yesterday's video. We discussed it, how a lot of different forums and social media platforms were talking about the two. And then someone commented yesterday in the video why PHUN is in correlation to DWAC, and it has to do with the fact that Funware Inc., right, PHUN, had to do with the mobile app in Trump's campaign. That's basically the speculation and the hype that's out there, and that's how they had some type of indirect correlation when it comes to the Truth Social merger and PHUN as we see it in the charts. When one went up, they both went up. When one went down, they both went down. We need to see if that correlation actually detaches and they move independently, or if they continue to move based off of the movements that the communities, forums, and social media hype brings to them, right? Because that's a big thing too. There's been a lot of eyes on these stocks since yesterday, going into today, and specifically today when we caught it way back here in the 7s, and this was beyond expectations, hitting highs here of $24. I mean, this was phenomenal. Now, the stock has been pulling back. We're going to talk about resistance and supports, but let's look at the short interest data. This is from Ortex, and it shows short interest change of 83% higher. Now, the current short interest is 5%. So that's the estimated, and the current short interest volume, right, is 3.2 million. And this is so important because even though short interest is pretty low, that is a huge change in a single day. Now, I want you guys to notice that shorts, because the days to cover is low, they have some flexibility here, and this is where it becomes a little bit difficult to put pressure on the shorts, and they're trying to take advantage of further weakness, which is what they're anticipating in the charts, just from a sell-off. Not even because they're trying to short it to destroy the momentum, but just profit taking alone will hurt the stock and put it on the favor of the shorts and the bears. So the days to cover is 0.14. It's not as high as we would want it, but it's not too low, but it is low enough to give some flexibility to the shorts to reposition themselves how they want in the short positions. They can cover, then reshort it, cover, and it doesn't really put pressure on them unless the bulls push this upwards, which we're going to talk about in just a moment. So when we come over here, last update 1 minute ago, 0 short shares availability. I mean, that is a huge change from yesterday to today. And then also the volume, guys, it doubled nearly right here. You can see it, 24% short volume, and now it's 47% short volume. And when you look at the numbers, I mean, it didn't double in numbers wise, it doubled in percentage off the day. But I mean, look at this volume, look at this volume, and look at that volume. That is a huge amount of pressure on the shorts. And the reason why they feel so confident and they're trying to be confident about this position, it's pretty simple. And we're going to break it down in the charts, and we're going to look at it on the 30-minute and the 1 day. So let's go ahead and pull up the 1 day so you can see how big and important this is. Look at this 1 day, how significantly it went upwards. And this is going to be important. Why? Because if another candlestick does not come up like this one, or at least levels off next to it and kind of drops somewhere down here in this area, or pretty much anywhere around here below these levels, that is going to be a significant sign that even though it doesn't look like it's leveling off to come right back down, it could be a big sign, depending on the volume bars and how it's looking, that a reversal is beginning and the shorts and the bears are dominating, right? So let's go ahead and look here at the 30-minute and break down this whole entire analysis on supports and resistance. So the first support, which is the lowest point of the day, 547. If that gets broken through, the next point of reference I will look at is 374. And if the bulls don't try to bring it back up within those areas, the bears are definitely dominating and the shorts are gaining leverage on the charts. And the reason why shorts are trying to bring this one down and expect profit taking is because this stock came from way down here at $1. 52-week lows is 60 cents, and in the market hours, right, it went to a high here of 188, and towards the aftermarket hours about $2 yesterday, and today it just exploded from there, literally 12x, came back down, and it's still near 2x to 5x at these levels. And in the after hours, it's just getting pulled down really fast. So at the end of the day, this is a penny stock, and that's what the bulls need to remember, and that's what the bears are actually trying to emphasize. But if the bulls hold together strong and we see a reversal here, right, back upwards with the candlesticks and a transition back into strength like 42 Vision shows on Monday or sometime next week, this could start pushing upwards, and the resistance level the bulls need to break through is 1153. Okay, significant to start using that as support and do the next leg up towards 14 $44, and then the highs of $24. Now $24 is going to be much more difficult to attain than these other resistance levels, but these are the levels to watch, to the downside, to the upside. I look forward to seeing your thoughts on PHUN Funware Inc. How you feel about it? Do you think it's going to reverse? Do you think this short interest increase has an impact on the stock? And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.